and welcome back to our channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Tiffany and this is our Canadian family life. Alright, sorry about that everyone. With the wind that's going on outside and all of the construction apparently going outside, I decided to come back in. So, today's video is going to be very fun. I am bringing you a collab. I'm part of a collab from my friend Natasha over at the Budget Preppers. She did this last year and I participated last year and I had a blast. So when she asked me to participate again this year, I jumped on the chance. Now I had to postpone my video due to some back issues, and as you all know recently, I also injured my wrist. So I'm doing this the best I can with an injured wrist, so please bear with me. But the collab is May It Last, and what it is you take any kind of food you have and you can dehydrate it, freeze it, preserve it, can it, freeze dry it if you have a freeze dryer, all that sort of stuff. So it's an amazing collaboration. I'll have the link to the playlist down in the description box below. Some amazing videos already and some awesome content creators are part of this lovely collab and everything like that. So if you haven't yet, go check out that playlist. Like I said, I have it linked down in the description below. And today I decided I was going to do some sugar snap peas, but I was going to shuck them and do them that way. Turns out I didn't have very many of those once shucked from what I had. So I fortunately just recently from the food bank got 2 bags of spinach, and I needed spinach powder anyways. So you're also going to see me dehydrating spinach for the spinach powder in this video as well. So that's what I'm doing for my May It Last video and everything like that. So that being said, let's hop into the kitchen and I will show you guys what exactly I get up to and how I do this. Alright, so this is one of the things we are going to dehydrate today is sugar snap peas. I'm going to take them and I'm going to shuck them and everything like that. The other thing that we are going to dehydrate is I got 2 bags of this spinach. So we're going to dehydrate the spinach as well, and yeah, that's going to be fun, make spinach powder, so I will be back with you guys in just one moment. Alright everyone, so as you can see, I've got my peas here. Now there weren't that many in the pods to begin with, so I've only got a handful here that I'm going to dehydrate, but I just recently got 2 bags of spinach from the food bank, so I have now washed, patted dry, and broken. You see here the stems I've taken the stems off, and we are going to dehydrate that as well so that we can make a spinach powder that I add to different foods to make sure that all of the family are getting the vitamins that they need and such. So that's what we're going to do right now. So I've got 2 ways of doing it. I've got my air fryer, which I'll be utilizing as well, but you don't need any fancy equipment. You don't need a fancy dehydrator. You can just use your oven. So I've got my cookie sheet with one of my silicone mats on it. And then I've got another cookie sheet here with a rack that I'm going to lie some of the spinach on. So we're going to take this one here. It has a silicone mat. And we're going to take our peas. And so they don't run away on me. I've already peed all over my counter once today. Hee hee ho ho. I'm so punny. Any hoozles. So there you go. You can see the paper towel is rather wet. I rinsed them off and washed them off and then patted them dry. So now I'm just kind of going to spread them out on the silicone mat on one end. Now on the other end I'm going to put some of the spinach because, well, yeah. So just going to kind of spread them out a little bit so that they can get dehydrated and everything. Now I'm going to be dehydrating these at 170 degrees Fahrenheit for several hours. I think it's going to take about 4 or 5 hours. I'll insert right here on the bottom how long it took and the temperatures I used and such as well. But so there we go. And then I'm just going to take some of the spinach and do the same thing over here, kind of like that. Try and get it as single layered as possible. I have found that if with the spinach, I've done this in the past where if it kind of overlaps, it's not such a big deal. It still does what it needs to do. So to make the powder anyways, or the dehydrated spinach leaves and stuff. So just kind of place them like that. So that one's ready to go. So I'll move that one off to the side. And look at that. I had a second one ready to go. So we're going to take more of the spinach and just kind of put it on this tray as well. Just kind of spread it out. And please excuse me for the lighting. We have some storms coming through. It was one heck of a way to wake up this morning to some really wicked thunderstorms. Now, nothing compared to what I know my friends down in the States have been going through over the course of the last few weeks. But for here, it was, for an area that doesn't usually get the storms, it was pretty interesting to wake up to, that's for sure. Actually, I have some footage I'll probably insert right here so y'all can see what we're talking about. But yeah, it was interesting to say the least to wake up to that this morning. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of spread it out. It's okay if it's not fully even on, like, in one layer. Whoops, sorry, I hit the camera. Just as long as it's mostly, because it's going to shrink and everything. So I've done this so many times before that this is just what I just kind of try and get as much on there as I can that to utilize the space in the oven. So
make sure to like, share, and subscribe and become part of the family.
And make sure that everything, every inch is utilized to the best of my abilities so I can get as much done in one fell swoop as I can. So that one's now done, so we're going to take that one off. Now I do already have my oven preheated to 170. It is recommended to go as low as you possibly can when you're dehydrating using your oven, and 170 is as low as I can get my oven to go. So now we're going to take this and we're just going to do the same kind of thing so that the air is movements under it, and spread her out over the rack like that. And like I said, I will be utilizing my air fryer as well to make sure that I get this all dehydrated. The only thing I don't have currently right now is I don't have any oxygen absorbers. So that will slow down the shelf life, but believe it or not, it does last for a while. The last batch that I did without an oxygen absorber has lasted well over a year in my pantry. And that's me still using it. So alright, so there we go. There's the last one. So I'm going to go toss these in the oven at 170 for about 4 hours, and I'll be back with you guys at that time to see how they look. Alright everyone, so here is the spinach. Has been taken out. I actually added an extra cookie sheet to it, so I didn't have to utilize my air fryer. But so this is all done in the oven, and as you can see, it is nice and dehydrated. So I'm going to go put it in a bowl so we can break it up. And I also want to show you guys my dehydration fail. That's right, we had a fail. So let's go hop over there and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright everyone, so it's now in the bowl. Now if you remember at the beginning of this video, this is the bowl that I actually had all of the spinach in prior to putting it in the oven to dehydrate. Now you're probably wondering, Tiff, why didn't I see the peas? Well, I told you I had a blunder, a dehydration faux pas, a mishap. Look at that everybody. They did dehydrate, but here, I'll pick some up for you so you can see. Look at that. They are extremely hard. I'm not exactly sure if we will be able to use them or not. I might put a couple in a glass of water to see if I can reconstitute them, but yeah, they are hard, like kernels of popcorn type hard. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to use those or not, but And you know what? This is all trial and error. Like I said, I'd never done this before, but I do have my spinach, and just so you can hear, it's so nice and crunchy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crunch it up and I'll put it in its container, and I'll be back with you guys to show that off in just one moment. All right, everyone. So as you see, I had a little itty bitty fail when it came to the peas, but I'm going to see if I can still use them. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to because they are hard as rocks and everything like that. But to show everybody, the spinach turned out great. And dun da da da, see that, everybody? I filled up my jar again, so I'm ready to go for another set of making sure our family gets the nutrition that they need. Using the spinach. Yes, you'll see it's still flaky, but I use it in pasta sauces too, so. Anyways, if you haven't yet, go check out the playlist. Like I said, I'll link it down in the description below. To the May It Last, brought to you, by Natasha from the Budget Preppers. Awesome lady, awesome channel. She also has another one, Ollie the Monkey. That's right, she has a monkey, everyone. Go check her out. I'll link them both down in the description below. But yeah, we hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe think about giving us a thumbs up. It really does help us. And if you haven't yet, come join our family. We get into a lot of family fun, togetherness, chaos. Better weather is coming, so there's going to be more. We're revamping the channel, so there's going to be a lot more new content coming, and just being together as a family and sharing our daily lives. If that's something that interests you, come join our family. We welcome everybody with open arms and open hearts. But that being said, now that this is all done, I gotta go make dinner because I got a hungry house full. So I'll see everybody in the next one. Bye, everybody.